Hello, welcome back to another video. Sorry it's been a while. I'll explain shortly why, partly the reason. And apologies shot in this really not great light, is it? But if I don't do it now, I'll forget to do a video at all. I think the thing you find on the CX is people that have blocked you. I got 100% feedback, so I had a look. I got 3 blocks on there. One I've done job for. I looked at it, nothing went wrong with the job. The other 2 haven't done jobs for at all, so it must mean they watch this YouTube channel. Hello. On Big Beardy's Discord, if people are on it, they'll be on there. I've put about it, and people quite rightly mentioned, obviously, no, because obviously my company name's on here, and nothing untowards when I put the prices all in, so I'm not doing it there, but maybe because I put prices on or I've said how much for jobs, they've not liked it or not like how I do jobs. But I mean, from my perspective, I'm not sure how they know that if I've never done a job for them. My feedback speaks for itself regarding the actual job that I do. So, but if it's about pricing and saying that, then, you know, fair enough. But I'd hope if they're still watching or do watch now and again, that they wouldn't block me, because I can understand your reasons as well, but obviously I've got my reasons as well, that it's a bit unfair to be blocked on the platform. So going forward, there won't be really too much wrong about pricing, because that's what one of the members said in Discord. It could be about, because you're mentioning pricing, this and that, and they might not like that, or companies might not like that, so that's fair enough. So I won't be as specific with the details as in pricing of the jobs. I'm not really sure of a way around that really at the moment, because people would like to know. I think somebody recently commented saying, you know, full breakdown, how much you earn, how much it's cost and stuff. So I could do that, but I'm not even looked at Patreon. I don't want to do it to make money, but at all, I could look at the cheapest option. Whatever, I don't know how much people have to pay, but the cheapest there, and I could do a weekly full breakdown of each the price and job made in a week. If anyone thinks that'd be a good idea or would like something like that, just let me know below. And again, I wouldn't be really doing it for the money value. Not that I'd expect like thousands of people to be signed up to my Patreon account by me. It's very unlikely that I'll do that unless there's a small demand for it and people want to know, then I'll do it. But I'm just setting the line now that is not to like make money, isn't? It's just that I can't think of another way around it, and then that way it's privately put, and also I can go into a bit more detail of the jobs that I do, so I can still continue to do these videos week in a life, but I'll just obviously tell you where I've been and stuff, and details around the actual job. Again, go for next. I think people still put kind comments, so maybe tone that back, Tom. Don't put details job, that might annoy some shippers, which, you know, I appreciate if they're seeing this and they might not want to know what they're paying. I don't specifically say which shipper it is and specifically where I am. I just put this area, the postcode, but some people could put 2 and 2 together and have a guess roughly what the job is from seeing it on the CX themselves. So hopefully that's answered that. So yeah, we've last week was mental. Well, first few days was mental. I did a job from Monday. I did a job up to near Teesside from Northwich, and I did two jobs, pickups from Hartlepool, going to Aberdeen. But this is just after the storms, and I think it had been tried to deliver the previous Friday when they couldn't get up there because the trees were down. And you can see where the trees have been down, because they've been cut off. But the further I got up the hill, it started, the ice was like, because the roads hadn't been treated at all, so I couldn't go any further. It's about 30 more miles of this. So in the arse end of nowhere in Aberdeen. But when I picked it up, they give me an alternative address as the last resort, which, looking back on it, I'd have thought that it would have been the best to just deliver it there, and it's done. So I'd try and send another courier up this road, which you couldn't deliver to 2-3 days ago. Shipper said that's fine. Turned back round, took ages, had to go down and back up because I couldn't go across because it was that bad. And then delivered it, which was more more central of Aberdeen and that. So I did that, and then the other one I dropped off in the next morning. and then I already had a job pre-booked on the way up. I got a job pre-booked coming back down the next day after I dropped that one off in the morning, going to West Midlands Airport. So all in all, the Aberdeen trip was a big success and really, really good money. But again, it doesn't always happen like that. It's very rare that happens. I mean, for the money I got for the jobs going to Aberdeen and then going back down. So that was that. Right, so I'm not going to go this week. I've had to be home for certain things. Daughter's play for school, so that's one thing. Wife's going out tonight, so this week's have been just below average really so far, apart from one day. There won't be a full week in life this week because, like I said, it's still working every day, but it's not gonna. There's not much point uploading a video when it's just being local really. And like I said, I've had to be home, so that's kind of minimalised. Is that word? Minimalised the opportunity to make money this week. But tomorrow should be a full hit at it if I can get a good day, and Friday again if we can. So I've got some questions. I'm going to put in the title some questions. From your first job in the morning, how many miles do people travel? Have people got a maximum of how far they travel to pick up? And then talk about your first job from home. If you're at home, how far would you travel to pick up? Just to gauge how far. I think I don't do more 15, 18 mile the most. I try not to go further than that. And then the second one is when you're like on a job, after you dropped off again, how far would you go to pick up your onward job? Is that more than you would be if you're at home? Let me know, because I was interested to know. I thought it'd be a good couple of questions to ask you. Put your comments below. How far you're travelling, your maximum travel in miles to go and pick up your first job of the day, and then your onward one after you dropped off your first one. How far then would you go? For example, if it's getting you home, would you travel a bit further? Or if it's a big job, add the money on between getting there, for like your miles getting from where you are to the pickup, add that included into where you're going to drop it off. So I that's on a few questions. Please put some comments below, because that would really help. Like the video, again, that helps with the video and helps with the channel. I'm not over 300 subscribers. That's fantastic. I really, really appreciate that. So apart from the 2 shippers that have blocked me, or 3, sorry, seems I'm doing all right. So, and again, apologies to me. It really isn't. If there's any issues, you've obviously found, you've had to go onto the CX to find my channel, CX to find my details to block me. So if there's any issue, I'll talk to you, and I'm sure that something resolved. There's nothing meant by what I've done, and I can see why people would be upset. So if you could, I'd appreciate an email or something, and we could go from there. If not, it's your decision, and I respect that. So, right, and I'll see you next week in another Week in Life video. See you later.